AI Customs Library. Major rework of two-dimensional construction drawings. Major rework of 2D construction drawings. First of all, it must be emphasized again, AI is the killer of third-party software libraries. To save time and effort, HiWayCAD Automatic 2D Construction Drawings function developed a few years ago, using third-party library functions. This was also a common practice in the industry before. The advantages are obvious, it greatly improves programming efficiency. However, third-party library functions are often good at small tasks. Big jobs no very much smart. The ultimate challenge of programming, often caused by third-party library functions. HiWayCAD 2D construction drawings was tricked. The third-party library used at that time, drag-drop movement only supports text, nothing else. It also does not support graph grouping, although the new version now supports all of them, but it has changed beyond recognition and is too large and complex, also subject to the operating system version. In this way, updating the library function version will cause the project to be rebuilt. The workload is incredible. The principle of the intelligent era is, do not use third-party libraries if possible. This is because artificial intelligence can quickly produce an autonomous, tailor-made and controllable, maintainable and extensible autonomous library functions. The so-called autonomous is a self-code that is not dependent on or subject to other factors, easy to read, understand, communicate and expand. The so-called tailor-made means that all the functions you need are included, not many unnecessary features. This greatly reduces the complexity of the library functions, scale, habitualization, and the learning curve. The so-called controllable means that the code has no blind spots and can be modified at will. AI uses the latest technology concepts, best at doing small jobs and the culmination of several repetitive small jobs. It is the loading of library functions such as JavaScript. 1. Traditionally, JavaScript is declared on the page at once. Then when the software is loaded, it loads both useful and useless JavaScript. This is obviously unreasonable, and on large projects, it not only prolongs the loading time, it also takes up storage space. Many third-party libraries still use this old approach. 2. The updated concept is, JavaScript functions are declared as export types. The software calls troops and generals in the background. Whoever is needed is called by name. Who is imported into the workbench. Unnecessary JavaScript is all stuck in the warehouse waiting to be used. The first point above is particularly significant. Taking this project as an example, it is divided into 4 modules: housing structure, cabinet layout, wall renovation, roof renovation. There is almost no connection between these modules. Then load all JavaScript files when booting. Obviously stupid. Even within the same module, not all JavaScript files may be used. To understand this, you can imagine the various kitchen utensils. Every family has dozens of kitchen utensils, but they can't be used every time you cook. But they must be in place and ready to respond to the call. Library functions are generally a set of tools like household kitchen utensils. Such a toolset requires artificial intelligence to develop, and if you do it in one go, you will definitely fail. The secret to success is to proceed step by step from simple to complex. The AI used by HiWayCAD is basically Gemini. 1. First, let Gemini make a draggable circle. The results can be viewed in the preview window. If it does not meet the requirements, it must be corrected until it succeeds before proceeding to the next step. 2. Next, expand the circle to a square, rectangle, and rounded rectangle. 3. Expand to ellipse, polygon, line segments, text and images. 4. Make a switch to control whether the pixels can be dragged. 5. Make a square hole in the center of the circle. 6. Allow other graphics to open various hole shapes such as round holes, elliptical holes, etc. 7. Combine several pixels into one group. The entire group is linked together when dragging. 8. Separate the finished product into a parent class so that the page can inherit it. 9. Convert the demo into a function library. It is to combine collective action and hard data, decompose into parameterized function calls and call whoever is needed. Of course, AI will often make some stupid mistakes, such as spelling errors. Then the success of each step must be verified. The most effective verification is to start a project alone. In the project, make each step of the experiment into an independent web page, also called component. Each component's JavaScript is named separately as a file, so once something goes wrong, you can find historical records to analyze and compare. So many similar JavaScript files exist at the same time. Won't they interfere with each other? The answer is no need to worry because the input and output mechanism is used. Each page points to a specific JavaScript file. This step-by-step approach to using Gemini for graphics software is truly classic, can be popularized in various fields. The key is to treat artificial intelligence as a virtual human, rather than treating it as an inhuman machine. Library functions are generally completely independent of DLL files. Therefore, it cannot be seamlessly integrated with the main project. This library function, although called a library function, is actually the parent class inherited by the web page. This allows it to be integrated with the web page, giving it greater flexibility. For example, monitoring of foreground events and background methods being called directly by the foreground. The most important thing is tailor-made. There is not a single useful function missing, and not a single useless function extra. Note that the approach to class inheritance is unconventional. Instead of inheriting in the background, it is implemented on the component using it inherits. Furthermore, the parent class must inherit the component base class. JS invocable is a very important attribute. It enables the front-end JavaScript code to directly call the backend method. The background component is initialized, and the uploaded JavaScript file is first specified. Unnecessary JavaScript files are not loaded. This saves memory and makes the context clear. Know which file is called by the subsequent JavaScript call. There is a problem with image loading, due to asynchronous reasons. Since the process ends, the loading is not yet complete. Therefore, the first instruction is not displayed. To solve this problem, after the front end is loaded, the backend must be remotely controlled and then rendered. On multiple openings, the outline of the openings may have more messy lines. The solution is to do it twice with the same tile. The first time is for filling without stroke. The second time is for stroke without filling. Make a single path when filling. Otherwise, there will be no transparent effect of the opening. When stroking, each geometric shape is made into a separate path. That would be perfect. In the age of AI, you don't have to do all the bug fixes yourself. Especially for bugs that are not reported, AI must be mobilized. For example, an error may involve 10 files. Then upload all 10 disk files to Gemini. Then, describe the error in detail in the prompt words. Then, Gemini will provide the most detailed analysis and the best solution. In short, in the era of artificial intelligence, application library functions should be autonomous.